Don't try to win it in lap 1 in a 2-hour race. Same here. Good luck, have fun, everybody. Hope you have fun. I'm not sure if I want to start in middle. Yeah.
Racers, start your engines and let's get it on.
I was looking for that sound cue. If you wouldn't have done it, I would have. Welcome! Welcome, welcome to the race! To the preseason test 2. Here at Mount Panorama Circuit in Bathurst. 30 seconds on the clock. Many drivers on the road. 18 to be exact. I hope that 18 are getting the checkered flag as well as the green flag. Let's hope. Let's hope. We can be hopeful. And there it goes. There it goes. Green flag. Adstinch gets a drive-through for a jump start. Very loud. Let me put down the engine sound. What the fuck was that? Way too loud. Way too loud. Gavars still in P2. Contreras goes for the move. For the outside, I'm not sure he can have it there. Let's switch to the normal intervals. And Contreras makes it out. A bit of bumping here. And there it is. Will it be chaos or will it not be? No crashes so far. No crashes so far. I think everything is good for now. A little bit of bumping here in the front with Mativeri and Adstinch. I am shivering. I'm not even sure where to begin. And the grid is so colorful. Look at that. Look at that. Mativeri, Vanderburg, and oh no! No! Meyerhofer loses it. But he can catch it. Is in P12 now. He is waiting for everybody to get clear. People in the back at the moment. Claudio Diana, Mitch Fusco, Gruber, Talarino, Garasa, Lobkov. Still in the back. 19 people on the road right now. Statin still in the front. Biggest battles. Von der Meide touches Schlebusch just a bit. And that was a crash, I think. Yep, that is... That... Oh, yeah. That is done. That is done for now. A teleport will be the end of your race. If you have to teleport, you stay in the pit. LGI seems to be out with suspension damage. Schultz. But let me see it from that perspective. Schlebusch. Flanagan goes for Schultz. On the straight. And who will be here? Oh! Schultz! Goes onto the brake and lets Schlebusch and Flanagan fight it out himself. Saying, no, that's not my battle here to fight at the moment. In the front, it's still the same, pretty much. Statin, Gavars, Contreras, as we know him. Adstinch in P4 has to take a pit stop, and I did see something there just now. Meyerhofer losing it yet again. Being sideways. And now we see that Von der Meide is trying to get his car back to safety, back to the pits for repairs. Frieser at the moment fighting with Adstinch. Adstinch lost the place. Adstinch, by the way, has to come into the pit next lap or the lap after. He did not teleport, Drift and Joy. He wants to drive. He wants to keep driving. If he teleports, that results in him not being able to go out again. So he is trying to bring his car back so that he can get some... I mean, there is so much still happening. We have the first retirement of the day. Fusco. Mitchell Fusco crashes. Something happened here. But it doesn't look like... Nope, it looks still okay. It looks okay to me. It looks okay to me. For now, at least. Claudio Diana. Lukas Gruber. First retirement of the day. Meyerhofer. For Nordewaker. Contreras of that same team is in P3 right now. Mativeri. Very close to Adstinch. That overtake happens very, very soon. We might get a glimpse of it here. Was that a touch? It doesn't... I wasn't sure if we did see a touch. Oh, and Mativeri, does he get it or does he not? Adstinch losing yet another place. And there, Adstinch goes in. Adstinch goes in for his mandatory pit stop. Let's say pit stop. Is he going with a strategy here? Is he maybe going for hearts and filling the car up just so he can maybe get the car over the line without a stop now? Is that maybe the strategy here from Mikus Adstinch? But he makes the drive-through, so he can't combine it with a pit stop. So I'm not sure why I thought that just now. And yeah, Wesley van der Vogt here. Getting closer and closer to Mativeri at Quarry Bend. Right behind there is Aufschneider, 1 second. LGI is indeed out again. Crazy. Crazy this race here. Van der Vogt still closing in. Gavaz as well. Closing in on Statin. Grassa making the move. Oh, making the move at a very, very tight turn here. Down the hill. Grassa. What an overtake. Beautifully done. But Claudio had to pull out of that. He opened it up for him and went for it. Flanagan is in pit. Not sure what that is about. If he has damage or not. Aufschneider in P7. Very different song we hear today in comparison to last time, which I think Miami Bayside wasn't that well received. And Aufschneider already said right before the race started, it is Bathurst, it is my track. Just came home from the family. And now it is Bathurst, and I want to enjoy it. And unfortunately, he spins out. He gets his car on the way again. Adstinch gets in the way and takes P6 yet again. Frieser in pit as well. Everybody pitting. So maybe people were really on softs. Let me check. Do we have a tire situation? No, nobody's on softs. I thought maybe people are going softs and hards. Oh boy. Oh boy, what is that? What is that? What is that? What is that we see here? Grassa Gruber. Both with the GR. Grassa Gruber very, very close. Lobkov in the pit as well. What is going on here? What is going on? What is the strategy here? I really don't get it. Gavaz, something happened. He is fastest lap of the race, but Contreras and Gavaz and Statin, there is a bit of difference here. Contreras very close to Gavaz now. Gavaz, fastest lap of the race. That was what I was going to say. But lost out on Statin. Or maybe Statin is gaining that much in terms of purple, but no. Gavaz is fastest lap of the race. For now. Getting hunted down by Contreras. 1 remaining. Well, that was a quick race for me. Nodowaker! Nobby! Hello, hello. What happened? I saw you spinning and then you spun again. What happened there? Tire situation. What was wrong? And Frieza Diana. Both Italians. They hit each other. And Claudio. Claudio! Oh no! He can't get free. What happened here? I don't have the clip yet. But that seems... He can't break free. Not sure what happened here. Claudio Diana. And Frieza. Something must have happened between those two Italians. I spun. Was cause of dirty air, to be honest. But then someone went off track in the final turn. Unfortunate, rejoined like a maniac. Spun on the curb and took me out. Do you remember who it was? Do you remember who it was? Oh, Claudio Diana has damage. He has to come into the pit. Not sure what happened there. It's lap 5, by the way. Remember that if we go through the replay later. Steering 90 degrees to the right, no point of continuing, yes. And as we already said, it's the fucking lapped dude. I'm not sure who you mean. Do you mean Claudio? Not Diana? Von der Meide? Frieza, let's talk about that later. Let's talk about that later. Fusco regains the position because Frieza gets in. Frieza gets back on the road. Flanagan gets a position as well into P15. Not sure what happened there. I hope for a clip. Always find yourself a 30 seconds clip button on your wheel or on your keyboard so that you can send it later. If you crash out, send your clips in to the Discord. We will look at it later. That's easier than going through the whole replay. Grasa in P10 going for Schultz. Is something wrong with Schultz? I'm not sure why, but he doesn't engage at all in fights right now. Not sure what's going on here. Aufschneider goes into the pits. Into P8. I don't know who it was. I don't care about it for now, but it... yes. If it does happen in an actual race, you will go crazy. We'll see who it was, and then we'll talk about it. If you remember the lap, roughly, we'll look at it later. Gavaz lost the place against Contreras, who is mind-blowingly... Oh! And Gavaz almost losing it. Holy shit. And someone unlapping himself. Gavaz almost losing it. Oi, 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 oi. What a race so far. So many battles on track now. It seems to settle down a bit, but Contreras is not down. Lap 1 last turn. Alright. Make a note in it. I'll make a note for later. Contreras is not done yet. Grasa is closing up to Schlebusch. Down the hill now. I did have notes, right? I did have a thing called timestamps. And there he goes. And there he goes. There it was. And look at Tyler. Look at Tyler's wheel. Look at Tyler's wheel. That is done. Statin! Statin goes into the pit. Contreras goes into P1. Crazy so far. Crazy so far. Nodowaker. Okay, for later I have lap 1 Nodowaker in. Crazy. Von der Meide teleports to pits and retires the car. Statin in pit. LGI says my race is over. A lot happening here on track. We definitely did not catch everything. There is so much happening on a lap per lap basis. Tyler goes into the pit. Just moving into the pit, going for a repair. Touched the wall, just a little suspension was so fuck I couldn't, yeah. I didn't even know. We had the talk earlier, back in the day, Notawaker, with Ace, if that really isn't a thing, dirty air. If that is, like, calculated at some point. Tyler goes into the pit and retires eventually. There is still 17 people on the road. Statine goes for Schultz. Moves in. Is Schultz having... Schultz does not have any damage whatsoever. He just tries to keep it on the road. LGI hates this track. Schultz trying his best here. In P8 right now. But yeah, Contreras going into the pit now. Braking. Turning down to 80. Hopefully not getting a penalty. Tatuus, Edwards, Gavas into P1 at Hell Corner. Crazy. Frieza again in pit, saying, I am baffled. This is basically the driver's radio now. We will later, Schlebusch, we will. For now, Gavas in the front, Mativeri off. Losing a place to Wesley. Adstinch goes through as well. Mativeri losing his Calcia livery with the Casio on the side. It is what? In terms of entertainment, we have more incidents than Miami, I believe. In terms of entertainment, I think it's almost the same. We will Drift Enjoyer next season. Baku is going to be fun. Crazy. Contreras after his pit now. Closing in. Lobkov getting waved the blue flag. Unfortunate for Lobkov today. It seems like this is either not his track or something rough happened. In the beginning, I believe Lobkov spun, which is unfortunate. Lobkov on the straight. Now he lifts, letting Contreras through, who is in the fight at the moment with Mativeri. Mativeri goes to the pit as well. Contreras, I'm not sure if he is net leader right now. If anybody has to go to the pit. Still. Oh, we can see that. Pit stops. Adstinch has a pit stop. I'm not sure though. Oh no, the drive-through isn't counted. So Vanderburg and Gavas have to go to their pit stop yet. Grasa still as well. Adstinch had his pit stop. So Contreras, Adstinch are fighting. Definitely. Should we go to progress? Because in that regard, Statine lost a few places. Grasser gained 1, but has to do another pit stop. Schultz just winging it. 8 places so far. Tallarino retires the car. I have no problems. It's just a strategy, Stitch. Oh, that's good. That's good for the radio. That's good. That's good radio here. Tallarino says it is the strategy. And Tallarino retires the car. With the explicit radio message, you are going to have a laugh because of the reason. I am having dinner. That's perfectly. That's perfect. That's perfect. Nice track mount panorama. Hi. Hello, Vikingo. Welcome, welcome, Statin. Closing in on Grasser now in P5, who still has to pit. And pit strategies are coming in. How are you, dude? I'm good. I'm very, very, very well. We have a beautiful race here right now. 10 laps out of 21. Big test race here. The last test race we have until the big races begin next Saturday. Grasser in pit. No big battles on the road right now, at least. Everything fits into place now. Strategies and so on. People have their strategies. And Schultz at the moment has his in P10 at the moment. Maybe he tries a no-stop, but that is probably not possible. I'm not sure. Vikingo! I had a good Christmas. I was sick the time, but still. Christmas is still a nice thing. No, not a wake-up. We are making a break for that. Daytona is going to be a break for everybody. We are having technically 2 breaks, one in March and one at the weekend where Daytona is happening. Alright, alright, alright.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Alright, the grid stretched now. Indefinitely. Everybody's strategy is very important now. Schultz is on hards for 9 laps now. Schultz is on hards. Schultz did had 1 pit stop, so he is driving this till the end. Gruber 0 stops so far. Wonder when he does his. But Gavas in the front. When will he pit? When will he pit? Fastest lap so far is Statin with a 2.7.8. Quick. And he is at the moment... Oh, Gaps is wrong. We need intervals. Statin is getting closer to Contreras, I believe. Contreras very, very well here in this race. Fastest lap so far from Contreras was a 2 minute, 8 seconds, 0.1. And he is catching Adstinch. Is Adstinch ready for that, is the question. So far, I am shaking. with excitement about seeing people here today on Bathurst. Mount Panorama Circuit. Grasser is closing in on Gruber. The battle Gruber-Grasser is today, definitely. Contreras is winning. At least my teammate is cooking. I mean, Contreras so far, he was immediately challenging the podium at lap 1. Then he was P1 for a time. I think he has good chances, at least for the podium, if not for winning this whole thing here. He is very, very consistent so far. If he gets at Stinch, he wins. You know what? Nobby, you might be right about that. You might be right about that. Let's go on a lap with the king. With the, well, the champion so far. The one that is challenging Adstinch for the win today. Statin, although we have to say, Nordawaker, Statin is closing in on Contreras. He is doing fastest lap after fastest lap. And I'm not sure if Statin is pulling sub 2 minute and 7s. This could get close. But Contreras is getting closer. It's right about 3 to 4 seconds. And any mistake... Oh! There was a little touch to the wall from Contreras. And by the way, Adstinch, he wasn't here last race. He wants to show, if not because he wasn't here last race, he wants to show... yeah, I think so. Gavas behind. Adstinch wasn't here last race. And the interview that I posted yesterday on the blog clearly showed that Adstinch was very, very sad about missing the race last week. So he wants to make a good impression on today's race for sure. And at the moment, he is doing exactly that. Gavas has a chance too. He just has to shovel himself some time to make the pit, and he's doing a pit. He's doing the pit right now. Pitting. Contreras at Murray's corner. And Adstinch overtakes him. Contreras overtakes him. Oh! Side by side, guys. Side by side. Gavas gets out of the pit right beside Contreras. Gavas, he thought a moment about going for the inside, but then Contreras blocked it off. Now the fight is on. 2.9 seconds to Adstinch. But Gavas fighting with Contreras gives Adstinch time to the front. So we have to make a decision here. Is Gavas going for a clean-cut overtake? Does he throw the car in? Or is he fighting a bit? Because that is also hindering his chance for a win. Friesa off track. Something happened. Oh, and he rejoins, but he has clear way. Mativeri off track as well. Spun out there, and he might lose that place to Grasser. Friesa retires the car. And Mativeri blocks. Grasser defends like a king. Fuck this, says Friesa. Friesa retiring the car. We didn't have that many DNFs last week. This week it seems to be that way. The battle for the lead is on. If you remember last race, we had a battle, 4 drivers. 4 drivers fighting for the lead. Then Statin missing, like, being on the curb spinning out 3 people fighting for the lead. It was crazy. It was crazy. Unpopular opinion, this whatever is way harder than Monaco. That remains to be seen when we would be at Monaco. But I would almost agree. It's not that. I think the it's way more elevation changes, right, Noorderweker? Oh, Monaco is easier. That's what I mean. Way more elevation changes here. We will look at that. We will look at that, Frieser. Gavars versus Contreras. Statin, 3 seconds behind. Guys, the battle for the lead is not over, and Gavars versus Contreras is on, while Statin is closing in. We are seeing a battle till the end. You better believe that. Grassa goes for P6 against Mativeri. You mean that? But now I can't without losing the sound. Because unfortunately I do have some sound issues. I can only get sound from that camera or TV camera. Gavars Contreras switch. Statin right behind now. The competition is so fierce that we are that close in terms of pit stop strategies, in terms of just how close the grid is right now is crazy. Schultz-Gruber is happening very soon as well. But I'm very, very scared to switch off the title battle right now. Adstin Spitz? I did wonder myself why he did that. Maybe he has damage. Maybe he has damage. Very scared. This is a battle as well. Mativeri, Grassa, Adstinch. I don't know what to switch to. We will miss battles for sure now. We will miss it. Gavars behind. I mean, that is a thing that might happen in the future. But the thing is, couldn't be team orders since those are 2 different teams. Latvian Lightning locomotives and Latvian Junior locomotives. If it is from the team itself, that would be very interesting. Statin goes for it. Ooh, Contreras is not... He is not giving him an inch. He's staying. He's staying. Contreras, Statin, Gavars. The battle is on. Gruber Schultz. Contreras. Oh! Oh! I need to see that. I need to see that after. Oh, unlucky, unlucky, unlucky. I can't hear it anymore. It's always unlucky. Something big happened, and I think that solidified Gavars' lead by 5 seconds. Crazy. Crazy battles here. And I mean, it's tough. It's tough. I don't know. I don't know. All right, Lisa. All right. Gruber Schulz. Gruber takes it. Mativeri Grasa. 17 laps. The important question is, why aren't you racing, Shimon? That is the question of the day. Ah, yeah. Eating birthday cake. Mativeri versus Grasa. Very, very different to what we have seen in the last race. Very, very different. After that, I'll order food myself. Oh, but of course. What a crazy race. What a crazy race. Contreras in the front, of course. How's it going? Leo. It has been going very, very good so far. Lot of retired cars, that's for sure. It was a tough track. We knew. I didn't, Tyler. But if I would do it, I would do it. I didn't. I just didn't. Trust me. That blog post came out before. Yes, that was when the practice was going on. Yes, I will order later as well, Friese. I will order later as well. Mativeri goes for Grasa around the outside, by the way. Beautiful overtake. Grasa losing it, unfortunately. Unfortunate. But we have Schultz, Gruber. Yet again. It's not over. It's not over yet for Italcek. The battle is on. Three more laps. Well, 4 technically. 4 laps left. Polinos! Welcome, welcome. Good, Leo. You can decide for yourself if you want to join, who you want to join. We'll see. Schultz, unfortunately, bumps the wall just a bit there. Losing out a bit. Oh, Schultz. Schultz losing it completely. And he's standing on the road. And he's standing in the road. And he is teleporting to pits, which means he retires. Schultz. P10 retires the car. Statine. Mofal. Yeah, he did not lose the car, it was just for show. I will write that into the blog, definitely. Statine hunting down Contreras. That is if you have a smooth race, Talarino. If nothing happens in between. And coulda, woulda, shoulda. Doesn't get you anywhere. Statine closing in. 2 more laps in this race. T1 you mean, Talarino? Pretty smooth. Classic Talarino. Yeah. Well, Leo, that's not a problem so far. We have drivers here. Yeah. That guy is driving on mouse and keyboard. And he is P4. I don't think he is. He is not in the list, as far as I know, Polinos. The next live? You mean the next live race of this? Next week, same time. The next race will be the keys. Are you adding... If you want to tell me your strategy after the race, I'm open for that. I can put that in. But if, like... maybe tomorrow, Mufal. Alright, leaders on the final lap. Last lap for now. Will we see a change on the podium? Will Statine get P2 or P3? One last time. We are going down the hill. Gavar 6.5 seconds in the lead. And to be honest, to his advantage that Contreras and Statine took themselves out. Whatever happened there, I want reviewed. But that was crazy. Yes. 13 finished. Well, we had F1 races with less people finishing. And Contreras gets P2 today. That's it.
Impressive.
And Atstinch going over the line, P5. Hopefully. Race is not over. You should not make calls too early. But it looks like it. Last braking zone. And there we go. Atstinch over the line. Impressive yet indeed. What do you mean don't pin it, for God's sake? He could have, could happen. Grasa over the line. "13 people going over. What a race that has been. Gruber